Come on, Aloy. A little business arrangement?
Can't let this slip.
What can I do for you, Bergrand?
Mourn my poor departed luck. I finally met some Banuk, keen to trade with Outlanders. Then, they up and vanished. 3 Banuk hunters rolled in a few days ago. No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. And you know me, Aloy. I'm sentimental. So, I did it on credit.
And they haven't paid.
Well, they tried. Just look what they did to this Thunderjaw heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about them.
Tell me, Bergrand, are you worried about their well-being or your purse strings?
A man can worry about 2 things.
Uh-huh. What kind of deal was this, really?
Just what I said. I was nothing but generous, Aloy. After they dropped this ruined heart at my feet, I even gave them another chance. Sent them to fetch a few other parts I need.
But you haven't seen them since.
Hide nor hair.
What do you mean they couldn't harvest parts?
Not uncommon with Banuk. That's shaman's work, you see. The hunters take down the machines. The shamans slice them up. No shaman with these 3. Just 2 youngsters sniping at each other. And that big fella, standing there smiling.
So if the Banuk don't usually hunt without a shaman, what's the story with these 3?
They weren't telling. But hammer to steel is not a happy story, whatever it is.
You said they asked you to outfit them for a trip. A trip to where?
Not sure. But I heard them chattering about the Sundom when they thought I wasn't listening.
So they're leaving Banuk territory.
Sensible behavior. Still, I get the sense this wasn't a sightseeing trip. They're running from something.
I'm not a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like these idiots. The molten steel of youth and all that. But if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made. A scorcher claw, a loop of sinew from a stalker, and a snap maw fang. If they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast. Good machine hunting up that way. If you decide they're worth the trouble, you might look for them there.
Interesting that they want to head to the Sundom. I'll do this first, though. Do some painting.
To approach them without caution is to lay.
Remember, Banuk, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. Then when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calm machine. And she
The daemon cannot force the blue light from the machines, only suppress it.
You've chosen a dangerous land to visit, Outlander. But I admire your courage.
What does the Outlander want? I'm looking for Sekuli.
You found her. Come, come. Let's get it over with.
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective.
How fleeting we are, when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson.
all our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Ourea said you could help me get the Werak's attention.
Ourea works in strange ways, but I've drunk paint to survive in a blizzard, so I'm one to talk. I'll get you noticed, if you bring me the pigments I need to complete my work.
Ourea said you two were friends.
I paint about what I feel now, not the way things used to be. Ourea understood. Most Banuk didn't. I would have been exiled if she hadn't had Aratak take me into their Werak.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banuk. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean. That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
This tower could be useful.
Oh, those are stalkers. see them through the snow.
I felt that! Just stay out of their way for now. Bandits aren't so. Clearing them out would send a different kind of message.
Oh, right, sure here.
Chargers ready to run!
They've seen me. That's their alarm signal. Better keep them off it.
Fire up the damn signal!
What I found!
Help is coming! Get ready!
There's just so many of them.
You won't survive this!
Here we are.
here, you sawed off. Shot knocked it off.
This works on people. I want some fish.
Where'd you go, Michelle?
Yeah, great.
Got you a present.
Take that one down. I see him.
Absolutely best skill to exist. At least friendly fire doesn't exist. Alright, where's this last guy? This place is actually pretty awesome.
I'm gonna shatter you.
Screen straight. Hitting so hard right there. Look at these people. It's really blinding right now.
Hiding from me? Pay attention!
Time for you to hurt.
I might have to play the game again on very hard with my new game plus. It's just a little bit more tactical.
You large skulls let an intruder get in here!
Whoa.
Don't let them get out again! Find them! Kill them!
It's like some kill zone.
Do I need to start setting fire to things? and spit! There's one of them and more of you!
Show yourself, you miserable chuff.
Are you...
Shooting that away.
I think... not sure.
They're leaving.
Let's finish this with style.
Charger!
Oh jeez, he's gonna explode, isn't he? Oh, that does hurt. Where's my fire resistance? Oh god. Oh, it's like flamethrower.
You feel this one?
Want to do a leap attack? I guess I can help.
Pay attention! I'm
Down.
Seriously. Oh.
The Oseram's fire weapon. Could come in handy.
What, I actually have that now? That's actually pretty sweet. A flamethrower. I think it's similar to the shock version, probably.
Won't be long before the Werak finds out I took out the bandit camp. In fact, I'll bet my name's all over Song's Edge. Might be time to challenge them to talk.
Word about you has traveled far, young huntress.
What kind of word?
Some say you're most impressive. Others say the same thing, but with a face like they've just chipped a tooth on a block of ice.
Ourea told me about these hunting grounds. She said you'd let me train here.
I will. I admit I'm curious to see for myself what all the gossip is about.
You look like you've got some stories to tell.
Oh, I outlived most of my stories. I ran with the Thunder's daughters long ago before they ran their course. For a time, we shook the snow off the men of Banuk. I couldn't last. Some fell in glorious battle. Some were exiled in infamy. Still glorious, if you ask me. Others had a worse fate.
What's worse?
To grow old. And find that all the rules and traditions you fought so hard against are still there. That's why I tell all the hunters I train to stay young.
How do the trials work around here?
There's no Karja medals. I had some, but I used them to patch up holes in my snow boots. Instead, you'll compete against the best times set by other Banuk hunters. To take second place, even third place, puts you among names of legend.
What if I come in first?
We'll see.
I'm guessing you're not part of the Hunter's Lodge.
Every tribe claims they were the first to have hunting grounds. And every tribe claims the Karja stole it from them.
So who was the first?
We were.
And the Karja stole it from you.
That's right. If you need to know about the trials, I'll explain them to you. The control trial tests a hunter's ability to rein in the Stormslinger's power. Only the wisest understand these shamanic weapons, and only the bravest wield them.
Okay, he's seriously hitting me. Oh my god, it's so frustrating.
The Onslaught trial challenges a hunter to withstand the ebb and flow of combat. Machines will be released into the arenas in waves. Pace yourself. Strategize. Only then will you be able to defeat them all without being overwhelmed. This trial is the most dangerous ordeal in the Snow Chance. While not all chieftains pass it, only a chieftain may attempt it. Challenges a hunter to withstand the ebb and flow of combat. Machines will be... Only then will you... We'll start when you hit the snow at the bottom. We'll need a moment to pull the machines from the...
I'll save the shooting for down in the hunting ground. Done here. Time to move on.
Oh, actually have to move? What? Let's go. This is gonna be worse. Oh my god. Come on.
conquered it on your first run and didn't even make it look difficult. I swear it on the ice. You're as good as any Banuk champion.
Student secret shared. Then go back. Take over Chief. Maybe I'll get a legendary version of this for the awful staff. I'm so disappointed right now. No idea how disappointed I am. So disappointed.
Must be the cave that shaman told me about. Long way down. Not natural either.
Whoa. But luckily, as a good game it is, it stops us. Save right here. Perfect timing. Okay. Well, there's a stalker down there.
Here's one of the metal birds.
What this blue gleam is, though. Why is it growing on machines? It's like a bioorganic type of thing.
Anything my focus could reveal. Damaged. Guess the Banuk already got to it. If I could move that flying machine over a little.
In my mind.
Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across.
Get across what?
Just have to go up.
Oh. Did not see that.
There's the door lock. I'll need to configure it.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock. Echo, Sierra, Echo.
Is this supposed to be difficult? Or am I getting this too easy? Nope, just easy.
I'd have to ditch something.
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
No one's touched this machine since it got sealed in here. Mounting rail. That's what I want. Shouldn't be hard to remove. I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge. Is this what—
Hush, hush. A shaman's secrets are not spoken aloud.
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spear. Use it to attach this for now. You'll find more, I'm sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading. The machine songs are ending, and what does the Conclave do? They sit, they chant, they observe. No more. We must fight for it. And you are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for thanks. Only action.
Now I can attach modification parts to my spear. Works for me. Cold. Very cold. Not afraid of heights, sorry.
What's to fear? A drop from this height, I just make one more painting.
Well, I guess that's one way to look at it.
These are perfect. And like all perfect things, they must be watered down or ground into a paste. Way of the world.
I like this first.
I'll come back.
Mind that you do.